Hello! Good morning. Today I wanted to do a ward map video, kind of for laning phase and to show people where to ward when you're playing the laning phase aggressively, or if we don't really know how we're going to play the laning phase, these are kind of just the comfortable wards that we're going to place down during that time during the laning phase. So, this is our base. Hold on, I need to spray paint this so no one gets confused. This one. On the bottom, because that would make the most sense because that's how the map looks for us. Okay, so these are the wards that we want to place during the aggressive laning phase. So say we want to sit on their tower, we want to poke them, we want to invade buffs, we want to play super aggressively. These are the wards that we need right there. So the little black dots that are appearing on the screen. Right there and there. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta make the rectangle. So basically, if we want to be playing in this part of the laning phase, away from our tower, we want to be sitting on their tower, we want to be playing aggressively, we want to be in their face, we want to be, like I said, invading their buffs, we want to be putting pressure on the map. So these wards obviously don't cover a few paths that the rest of the team needs to ward. So it doesn't cover like this path, if the jungler comes that path, they're going to be coming like behind us, any one of those. Also, Oracle Vision is pretty important if we have these wards. So if you want to be playing super aggressively, we need to make sure that either we're securing these oracles or that we're not letting the enemy team secure them. So while we're playing aggressively, we want to be securing the oracles so we don't have to worry about that path for ganks and for rotations. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That even though we're playing aggressively, we can still get rotated on. And we need to replace these wards on cooldown, so by Ward Chalice or back every 3 minutes roughly, try to replace these wards as quickly as possible on the map. And so we can continue to play aggressively, we can continue to invade buffs, and continue to play on their side of the map. Okay, so next one, I'm going to make all these things disappear. Okay, so these are the wards that we're going to place. I'll change the color to red. So if we don't really know how the laning phase is going to go, we don't really know exactly what's happening on the map. People can kind of come from any direction. We're just going to do the double purple ward. This is kind of like the most, it's the most consistent, I would say. These are the easiest to place wards. Hope you guys can see those. We'll change the color to white. Okay. Right there. Okay, so we don't really know exactly how the laning phase is going to go. We don't know if we're going to have pressure. We don't know how we can play on the map. We don't really know exactly what's happening. We just need to put wards out. It's very important for ADC, and we need to make sure that even though we're playing ADC, we're greedy, we need to be putting these wards out. So basically, these are for pretty much the entire, oops, we'll do that. Pretty much the entire lane. We can kind of play anywhere we want with these wards. Obviously we don't want to be sitting on their tower if we only have this ward, the aggressive one right here. This is a little frisky of a position for us. We can get rotated on very quickly by blink junglers, we can get Thor dunked, we can get rat dunked. People can just be in our lane very fast in this meta, especially with speed buff. A lot of junglers going blink now. People will just be in that lane very quickly. So even though we can sit on their tower, we can play aggressively, we don't really want to be. This is when basically these are like the support wards. So like these are looking more out for supports that are going to be rotating back to the lane, not really junglers. But we can still play with these wards, we can still play aggressively, we can play defensively if we need to. So these are just, also, with these wards, there's a very specific spot that you guys need to practice. It's not, well, not really practice, you just kind of, you understand where it is when you're placing the ward, that the ward needs to cover both spots. Or like, it needs to cover, hold on, I'll make the little, can I make a circle? Sick, okay. Needs to cover like this whole spot. Okay, we're kind of a noob in paint, but you guys get the general idea. So this ward needs to be pretty much in the exact center of those spots. So just in case the jungler's hugging either one of those walls, basically we can still see him if he's coming back to lane. We really, as an ADC in Season 5, we really don't need to worry about, during laning phase, we don't really need to worry about this whole part of the map, like this whole thing. We're really never placing wards in these two boxes. A lot of our wards will be going towards our lane, towards their red buff, towards purple buff, maybe on oracles, just kind of around these general spots outside of the wards that I showed you guys earlier. So if you happen to like, if we're playing super aggressively and we know where their team is, we can situationally place wards on here and here, or here, 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 kind of like all the intersections, kind of looking at everything. Obviously we don't want both of these wards, these are kind of bad wards. But yeah, you guys kind of get the general gist of where to be placing these wards. Just kind of like any one of these spots is fine. Obviously you want to have consistent wards, but you guys kind of, the wards that I just showed you are kind of, you kind of feel out the game, kind of feel out how it's going, where the junglers are coming from, where the supports are coming from, the most common spots that either this guy likes to rotate from, or their support or jungler likes to rotate from, or if we're getting rotated on by a mid laner. That's the main thing in ADC in Season 5 that a lot of ADC players, including myself, I'm really used to. Everyone can rotate on us. Everyone loves to rotate on us. We are the 5th jungle camp on the map, and we need to make sure that we are being as safe as possible during our laning phases. And also, like I said, it's okay to play aggressive. It's okay to be on their tower, as long as you're doing it safely. Safety first, everyone, during the laning phase, and just try not to get farmed by the jungler, trying to get farmed by the support. Just, like, it's okay to play aggressive. Just be smart about it. Just make sure you're putting out wards. Make sure you're not being a burden to your team, which a lot of AC players, including myself, were for Season 5. Just make sure that you guys are playing safe and playing aggressively and playing intelligently. Those 3 things, chat, YouTube, we gotta do those things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it looks a little sloppy right there, but I hope you guys kind of understand exactly all the points that I made. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. Bye, everyone.